You won't believe what I'm building in Survival Minecraft. This is the start of my biggest Minecraft project ever. This season, I've decided on a cartoon theme, and I'm building a little TV show called Paw Patrol. Eventually, I will be building the entire Paw Patrol Adventure Bay, but in this episode, I'm going to show you how I built the first area of my base, the Paw Patrol Lookout Tower. But first, in order for me to dig out this entire base area, I needed to get myself a few beacons. So I was off to the Nether to hunt down some Wither Skulls. After spending hours grinding the Nether fortress for skulls, nearly dying to some angry zombie pigmen, finding the weirdest looking zombie pigmen I think I've ever seen, I eventually got myself the 12 skulls I needed to make the 4 beacons. Unfortunately, I happened to be having some connection issues at the time, and my rockets decided that they didn't want to work anymore. At first I thought it was kind of funny, but then it suddenly wasn't funny at all. In fact, it soon became a nightmare, and I ended up falling into the lava and losing everything. Gotta love that good old Aussie ping. Luckily, I was smart enough to put all my Wither Skulls in my ender chest, and I was able to start terraforming the base area. I started removing all the mountains near my farming areas that will eventually overlook Adventure Bay. I put together a few before and after shots, just so you can see how much work was involved in this. I have never attempted to dig out an area of this size before, and now that I've done it, I don't recommend it. I genuinely underestimated how long this task was going to take. These areas took over 6 weeks and about 2 to 3 hours per day to complete. Looking back, if I was to do something like this again, it would be much easier to build a mountain rather than remove a mountain. But at least I know that for next time. Next task was to build up the Paw Patrol trees all over these mountains, because it was looking a little too green with all this lime terracotta everywhere. There are 2 main trees in Paw Patrol: large, almost circular trees and thin, tall trees. I decided to build both of these types of trees in various sizes all over the mountain. I then built up the 2 massive trees that flank either side of the Paw Patrol tower. These trees are hollow and have a wooden deck running through the tree and also on both sides of the tree. So now that we're going full Paw Patrol this season, I thought it was about time that we changed our skin and got ourselves a rider uniform. So check it out. What do you guys think? Isn't it amazing? So if we jump into FreeCam, we can have a bit better look at the overall build, and I can get around a lot easier. So this is basically stage 1, guys. This platform sort of area up the top of the mountain here. I'm calling stage 1. It's not finished yet. Of course, we need the lookout tower, which we'll build up in just a moment. This is basically stage 1. Stage 2 is probably going to be the Adventure Bay big bridge that'll go from this area here over to somewhere here, I think. So we'll build that big Adventure Bay bridge, and I guess the beach area will go here, and that would be probably stage 2. And stage 3 will end up being the Adventure Bay city itself, which will be behind that sort of... The beach area will be here, and that city will be behind that area over here. I think it's looking pretty good so far. I'm very happy with the trees. They're very cartoony, of course, because Paw Patrol is a cartoon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I think the trees look pretty good from what I've seen from pictures and the TV show, of course, so I'm happy with it, and I hope you guys are liking it too, but we're not done. This, of course, is where the Paw Patrol Lookout Tower needs to go. Now, I think we better get cracking on that, don't you think? Let's build up the Paw Patrol Lookout Tower. Take a look at this. Is that the best Paw Patrol Lookout Tower you've ever seen, or what? I'm really stoked with this. It's turned out even better than I imagined. we do have one last thing that we need to add to the front, but let's take a look around at the build first and check it out. Now, if we take a look inside the tower, I guess eventually we will do the six pup vehicles eventually, maybe in the next episode or two. I haven't really built vehicles before, but I guess we'll see how that goes. I'm going to have to learn, aren't I? So, if we head on in, guys, it's empty. I haven't done an interior yet, but I guess we'll probably make it like the original and have some kind of elevator that swoops you up right up to the top. But in saying that, I haven't actually decided what I'm going to put in here. I could put maybe a nether portal here, maybe a little bit of storage here, but if we jump into FreeCam, it's actually pretty empty up here as well, so it could be a potential storage system. I haven't decided yet, but up here is obviously going to be like the control room with all the gadgets and buttons and things like that for the Paw Patrol and for Ryder. If we fly up the top, I will show you guys the actual slide that goes down as well. So as I said, we'll make this the control room, maybe make the roof a little bit nicer, but it is a pretty good view. It's going to eventually overlook what's going to be Adventure Bay and the big bridge and things like that. So it's a beautiful sunset too, and it's I'm very happy with this, guys. It's been a long couple of months and a lot of work and a lot of digging. But if we head down this little slide here, it's I mean, you got to pretend it's Minecraft, but this is what they slide down. The pups slide down and eventually slide all the way down and jump into their vehicles at the end. But I thought just adding that makes it a little bit more realistic to the original, but it's actually quite difficult to do it in Minecraft. But then the pup would slide into their vehicle that'll eventually be here, and for the other 5 on the other side as well. Now we've also got these these areas that aren't quite lit up. Excuse me. Okay, yeah, so we've got these hollow trees where the pups could play and do some training or whatever they do. We've got one on this side and one on the other side, so they're quite big trees, keeping with the cartooned theme of all the other trees, like a bobby sort of half circle kind of tree. If I get into FreeCam, it's going to be easier to explain. So see, it's not quite a circle with the sun behind it. It's not quite a circle. I've sort of cut them off at the bottom because that's what the actual trees in Paw Patrol look like. But if we do walk around, guys, it's a lot bigger than what it looks like. As I said, it was a lot of work. You kind of almost have to fly around to, you know, sort of take it in that how big of a job this actually was, of tearing down all those mountains all the way over to this side of the top of the mountain. But wowee, it was tons and tons of work, and I'm so glad it's finished. But if we just jump on here, guys, we have one last task that we need to complete. We have a mod on the server called Immersive Paintings, and I've created a painting here that's gonna absolutely set this off. So if I just jump in, check that out, guys. Check that out. How good does that look? That is just unreal. I am so happy with that. It just... Is that the best Paw Patrol tower ever, or what? With this build, guys, and I guess eventually the entire Adventure Bay, it's really important for me that I get the scale correct, or as close as I can in Minecraft. So I'm hoping by the time this build is complete, it's going to be the best Paw Patrol build that's ever been done in survival Minecraft. As I said, guys, if you have any ideas of what we can actually put in the tower, leave them down in the comments, because I think I'll probably get to doing that in the next episode. We'll do the interior, and if we may get to some of the vehicles. I'm not too sure. We'll see how we go. I'm going to take it a little bit slower than than doing the entire stage 1 of my mega base in one episode. That'll have to do it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the first episode of what's going to be the Paw Patrol series. And if you did, leave a like on the video. It really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.